and welcome to the Raw Preview. I'm Adam Wilbourn from WhatCulture, joined by Michael Hamflett from WhatCulture, here to look ahead to tonight's episode of Raw. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube, where we do daily wrestling podcasts where we not only review Raw, but also SmackDown, the show formerly known as NXT 2.0. AW Dynamite, AW Collision, pay-per-views, premium live events. We have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a round-up of the week complete with a bloody good quiz, of course, on WrestleCulture. As I said, though, joined by Michael Hamflett to look ahead to Raw tonight and the go-home show ahead of SummerSlam.
That's later, isn't it? Yeah. Raw last week, Wilbourn, was bad.
Was it?
Yeah.
Doubt it.
Not all bad. Not all bad. But
I did try to catch up on everything over the last few days. Haven't had quite enough time for Dynamite. But caught up on most things. Punk and Gunther confrontation.
Big disappointment, that. Big disappointment. They didn't have much to say, so at least it didn't just sort of like play out where the two of them were sort of filibustering because like, I'll see you at SummerSlam. Not if I see you first.
Yeah.
Somehow it very randomly escalates. It was just Punk laying out that a lot of things he wanted to accomplish when he came back to WWE, and one of them was winning the world title. And then Gunther coming out and saying, we're alike in some respects because I'm here for money rather than friends as well, but you suck and you're old and I'm the best.
Yeah.
And it was really succinct, and it kind of, I was hoping, we did say this last week as well, I was hoping that with only 2 weeks to build, it was almost undercooked by design. The idea was a bit like how in the very first week of a storyline which we've celebrated to the hilt, Punk simply walked away from an MJF handshake.
Yes.
And that was the whole last segment. Punk has been given like 7 days, having been sort of bantered off by Gunther and left with no retort and no reply, stood alone in the ring. Gunther's come out as the world champion, taken over Punk's segment, said his piece and left. And Punk
They're both set for tonight, aren't they? They're going to appear.
Punk's never normally in that situation. He does that to other people, and he got a bit. And I wonder if that was to set up something here. But again, I don't want this to sound like copium, but it does feel a bit optimistic at the moment that this will be the week where Punk fires back. And it's like, you know what, 7 days ago you left me speechless. That doesn't normally happen. Well, I've had some time to think, and unloads. And there's this amazing promo between the two that I think myself and Sid were really excited about last week that never came. We thought 2 weeks was enough to be like, well, it's right now. We're getting the good stuff right now. Maybe they've left it all for the go-home. I don't know.
Yeah, Roman did stuff last week, didn't he? And then subsequently on social media, that we'll get to Jay in a while when he's facing Bronson Reed tonight. But yeah, that's what they set that up as well last week, didn't they?
Yeah, they laid out. They didn't formally announce it on Raw, but Roman Reigns had obviously returned prior to that and rescued Jay and Punk. And
they had the Heyman Roman thing last week, wasn't they?
Yeah, they had like the Heyman Bron group, still no name, came out, and Heyman sort of said, hey, space for a leader, Roman, if you want it. And Roman was kind of directing his comments at Bron Breakker when he was saying,
oh yeah, I quite like that.
It was all right. Yeah, there was a little sort of a frisson, I guess. And whereas the prior week was gauntlet stuff to make the audience very, very crystal clear that Bron Breakker's a guy that can gew in the ring. This was the promo to say. Also, he can kind of speak up for himself, and he's not afraid of Roman Reigns. And it was like, take you outside, old man. And then Roman attacked, and yeah, we got the match. It's a bit weird. This match that you've just mentioned there, I know we'll get to it later, is like an inverse of what they do in the Attitude Era, in that like, whoa, the tag match on Raw to get you excited for the singles matches. It's like, whoa, the tag match at the weekend. I don't want the singles match. But I get why they're doing it.
I should say a massive thank you to the whole WhatCulture team, yourself, Sidgwick, Adam Nicholas, putting a great shift last week whilst I was off on holiday. It was a very hectic week, let's be perfectly honest, with news and what have you. But I do want to also take this time to apologise to the listeners and the viewers as well. I will be looking into the problems that we had last week with Acast, because clearly something went wrong when no NXT preview or review went out. I mean, if you're going to miss the show that no one watches or cares about, I mean, Dynamite's right there, mate. Check the ratings.
I will pretend.
Who got better ratings? Was it NXT or was it AEW Dynamite, the big show with the Hangman Page as champion? Oh, no. Taker. Thank you very much.
I mean, they should have read their own history book, shouldn't they? I will happily pretend you've never said all this and act surprised if you want to do exactly that word for word again on Thursday, because if there's one thing I know about you doing AEW Dynamite bits and then me chuckling along is that we definitely won't be grassed up or be gotten in trouble. So Sige will have...
Sige has got enough on his plate right now.
He'll have no idea what's going on.
His plate is probably on the moving van.
Yeah.
He's moving out.
I wonder he's moving out. If anything, I wonder if maybe out of necessity he's finally eating off a tray in front of the telly because they want to have the table set up yet.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden he gets it. And he's like, and that's it there. You leave the table on the truck. Don't need it. Like, take it somewhere else's house. Actually, we'll make use of the space, thank you. This feels as good a time as any. Cedric is currently off right now, moving house. It's moving house, so that might extend to other days down the line over the weeks to come. He's got his own holiday, as do I. Going to Thailand in a week and a half.
Yeah.
A lot to get ready for that. And then you're going to be, we are, as we talked about in depth last week, we are very much in the middle of Wakey Summer. Wilbourn there. Speaking of his time off, like it's a past tense, when sadly we all have loads more to come.
Well, mine's more work. That was my holiday. I've got a work trip coming up at the end of August. Working hard. Sweet Chin Disco on tour, innit? It's going to be, we had the sort of group chat's been popping off. We've got the itinerary and stuff getting sorted, all the dates, so many bloody dates, if anything. We are all over the UK and France and Ireland, in fact, as well, I should say, because we are...
I'm so fine with it as well, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you're doing that thing that I'm not.
We are we think we're starting off in Glasgow, I believe, with the AEW Dynamite after party.
Really one of my favourite cities to go out in. It's just one of the best, actually. It's where I saw you perform with Sweet Chin Disco the last time. Really good night.
On the AEW side of things as well, we will be in London for Forbidden Door. We'll be the Indigo 2, so if you go into the O2, it's literally in the same place.
I mean, that couldn't be better.
Swerve Strickland and Prince Nana hanging out again.
I literally can't think of a more perfect venue off the back of Forbidden Door.
And then with regards to WWE, any live show they're doing, other than the one in Newcastle, we will be doing after parties for, including Clash in Paris. Bonjour.
It's really good.
If you want to get tickets to join me and mainly Mark Henry DJing with an amazing wrestling themes after party, get your tickets right now at dice.fm.
People get so pissed and it's just the best time, isn't it?
Yeah, imagine that doing that 9 times. That's what I'll be doing.
Yep.
Working though, so working hard. And I'll be keeping up with everything.
Yep.
Raw, SmackDown, NXT.
I'll have to watch Collision while you're away. You're joking, babe. Yeah. As we talked about, we were putting stuff in the can last week, so more stuff's going in the can. We've got some really cool stuff that we're very excited to share over the course of Wakey Summer, specifically saved for the days where there is either 2 or 1 of us. In some cases, none of us, but we are doing our best.
Yeah.
You may have missed, if you did last week, myself and Adam Nicholas, who's currently not sat in the producer's chair where he normally ably would be assisting us, doing a special edition of WrestleCulture, because we were the last 2 left after the busy news day on Friday, doing an Anything But Wrestling special edition. Wilbourn, to rest assured, will be back in the driver's seat for WrestleCulture this week. The people miss
this week, then not next week, because next Friday's my birthday, so I'll be having that off as well.
Wacky Summer. It's Wacky Summer. We're really sorry. We're trying. There's a big old spreadsheet where we've looked at every single day. I cannot stress enough the stress.
Some it'll go out.
Yeah,
most
we're
days.
Going to get stuff out. If nothing's going out, don't panic. Don't adjust your feeds. Don't adjust your sets. And then, speaking of adjusting sets, by the middle of September, I think it is, we've decided, that's when we're pretty much all back.
Yeah.
We'll cry and hug, and we'll do so.
Stag do around that time, but yeah.
Stop it. Potentially in a new round. It is happening.
Yeah. We just don't know the exact logistics of it.
Super duper excited.
They haven't let us go into the new office.
No, Phil's allowed. The grown-up is allowed to go and have a look and see what's going on. Yeah. You got, just really briefly, because we are going to cover this in more detail where it's typically placed, the SmackDown coverage. That stag has reminded me. Myself and Wilbourn will come to your stag.
I forgot about this.
We started a campaign, not maybe over Wakey Summer, we're pretty busy, but you got any stags on the horizon and you want to get us there? Simple cost of travel, and we will
maybe a cameo in there or something.
Yeah, we'll come to your stag days. Wilbourn does this thing where
Vince Russo's been quite quiet recently, hasn't he?
Oh, you had to do like a fire back, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I went scorched earth on him.
Did you?
Yeah.
What's the show is that?
I think it's on my. Someone tagged me in it. Definitely.
Oh, I'll go and have a look.
I'll find it. I'm not going to play it here right now. That's not that. It's indulgent.
But
But hey,
if you want
more cameos from me, if you're thinking what to get me for my birthday, you can either just post money directly to WhatCulture. That's easy. You can find the address anyway. Just shove any form of currency in an envelope. Don't even have to write my name on it. I'll know it's for me. Or you can order a cameo and give me a huge tip. It's up to you.
I specifically won't wish Wilbourn a happy birthday unless somebody pays me on Cameo to do it. I've made that explicitly clear. One of my very best friends, and he's not going to get a happy birthday message off me. So that's on you guys if you choose not to order that Cameo.
At Candyman Bets, Candyman spelt CANDIIMAN.
Send us a link to that, please.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at that.
3.5 minutes. Oh no, 4 minutes. A shoot on Vince Russo. And by the way, I took your advice for the opening of it, so thank you very much for that. I'm going to give credit to the wonderful Michael Hamflett for suggesting on how I started that. But
you got him.
Can't hear anything coming from Vince Russo for a while.
You know why, don't you?
I also, I'm fairly certain I said, please don't respond to this because I don't care about you and I will only respond unless people pay me to.
Oh, nice.
Because you are not relevant anymore.
Stir up like a second response, third response. You just can't hear him from all the way down the podcast chart.
Said that as well.
Did you?
Yeah. Said if you want to know who I am, because he said, Adam, Wilbourn, I know you from Adam last time. And I went, what you need to do is check those podcast shots. Sometimes you're on it, not many times. And look way at the top. That's where we are. We don't need a badge for it.
Trying not to break your fingers into bloody stump, scrolling all the way down.
But from terrible booking to brilliant.
Have you missed this? Has everybody missed this?
I have.
But yeah, you've been aware.
Yeah. From terrible booking to brilliant booking, we were talking about how SummerSlam should be called Summer Shelves on the news today because it's so bloody stacked. This is awesome, this build.
It is. It's, it's weird this. So last week, we were saying how you can't, there was a suggestion that, well, the WrestleMania build was only tanked because they had too long.
Yes.
And then coming out of last week's Raw, I was thinking, but you've got it. You've only got like 2 weeks. Just fill your TV with cool stuff. And it was a disappointing Raw, particularly because the card itself looks so great. I really want them to knock this Raw out of the park because it should be easy. They've got quite a lot of fresh, and I accept the main event is a WrestleMania rematch, but otherwise there are quite a lot of fresh or interesting pairings. In when there isn't, there's some pretty big payoffs. You know, tonight on Raw, Becky and Lyra. Like a last showdown of sorts between them before SummerSlam, where they are definitively kind of wrapping it up, drawing a line, that kind of thing. There's a lot of examples where I want to be a little bit more hyped than I am, and I hope they're going to get it out of us. Where is it tonight, by the way?
It is in the Little Cox Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, okay. The Motorboat City.
Indeed.
Yeah. Right, of course, because it's at MetLife, isn't it? So SmackDown will probably be at like the Barclays or something.
Love the Barclays.
There was nothing on that. I was going to say if there was anything particular about the city or the geography or anything, but should be hot. Like, just to go back to it, like I really can't stress how flat Punk and Gunther felt last week. So I want this week to be not proven wrong, but just be rewarded for being made to wait. Ultimately, like if they've shown patience and tonight kicks ass, then all is forgiven.
With regards to looking ahead to SummerSlam, there's a typical sort of loads of people on teams involved in stuff at SummerSlam. A couple of those sorts of matches. I want to start with the 8-woman tag match. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Nikki Bella, and the person Nikki Bella would call Stephanie Vaquer, taking on the brilliant Naomi, Chelsea Green, and the Secret Hervis.
I like this.
Yeah.
I like this. So Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella have sort of formed a relationship of convenience because of the Secret Hervis coming to help one another. Chelsea Green.
You could sneak onto the SummerSlam card?
No, but that's not the end of the world. I think Nikki Bella's return, obviously a little bit snake bit on account of the Liv Morgan injury, but let's look at the wider positives here. Stephanie Vaquer, not that this needed aggregating, but we aggregated last week that everything you think you know about Stephanie Vaquer is true. Like the push is very much the plan. She is in the ascendancy. She is anyway, but the company are just
hell of a year.
Yeah, the company are just as into it, I guess, as the fans themselves, and I include myself as that. She my favorite wrestler at the moment, I think, Stephanie Vaquer. And the Stephanie McMahon segment, as sort of cringe as it was, if you've watched enough to be what was going on there. And she passed that with flying colours. And then to an extent, I would say likewise, it being out there with Nikki Bella is another. They probably see that as, the two of them can help each other out. Nikki Bella's this star from a bygone era, but who brings with her a ton of attention. And you put her next to Stephanie Vaquer, a current star, who is super over with our arena crowds right now and super credible. And the two of them sort of help each other out and lift each other up. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. I'm going to drop my fantasy booking, by the way, right now. I'm going to drop it on this here podcast.
I'm glad you remembered, yes.
Because it does play into something that occurs on SmackDown and something that might happen at SummerSlam. But I've kind of changed my mind is why I'm going to bring it up. So I pitched to you the other week, didn't I? The prospect of Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez taking the tag titles to Perth. Perth, mate. Where they would take on the super team of Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, who were unsuccessful in their attempts to get the belt off Naomi at SummerSlam. You with me so far? They've made a big point of how even in defeat, Io and Rhea have kind of earned a mutual respect in these big matches they've had. There's going to be one more at SummerSlam. Putting them on the same side here seems to be indicating to me that the back end of all of this is, oh, you know what, we're a team. I may have lost a title, but I've gained a friend.
Rio, you've been murked.
Perfect. We got a name now as well.
Yeah, World Cup wind-ups, obviously, from the year 2006.
Yep, it's a very, very topical reference. There will be, there are right now 19-year-olds that weren't born when what you just said happened.
Rio Ferdinand, England defender, missed the World Cup due to drug accusations, missed drug test or something. Complications, regardless. So we did a prank show called Rio's World Cup wind-ups. The catchphrase was, "You've been murked," hence Rio, you've been murked.
Sorry, if you're noticing some interference in the podcast audio in particular, yes, that is the pulse that we've definitely got our finger on.
Oh, it's just mine. Yeah.
So Perth tag title match.
Perth. We'll be there for that.
Yep, we're going to be there in Perth. Can't wait.
Just say it. Just say it might happen.
Big live show. What culture upside down? And then ultimately, something happens where the tag team champions appear to have taken out Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley is going to go 1-on-2, and it's like she's massive in Perth, so she's it's an awesome response for her nonetheless, but it's still the home nation babyface getting this beat down, and there's the two heels, and it's oh no, the Judgment Day maybe they're gonna put Rhea Ripley out for good, and here in Perth. Watch me. It turns out Liv Morgan's actually fine and recovered, or even if she's not, she's fine enough to come down and make the save, and Rhea Ripley and her makeshift tag partner Liv Morgan become tag team champions.
Oh,
how's
by Foster's because she made a good call.
How's that going to work? We'll ask as we return home to the United States, one of the two countries, which is weird because there's three with Australia.
Yeah.
I'm starting to veer off that because I have ever fallen in love with two friends you shouldn't fallen in love with. Those being Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
Oh, okay.
More on that on SmackDown. But as a result of that,
I think
they're in with a hell of a chance of winning the belts.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it on SmackDown, like you say. Yeah, I think they are winning the belts.
But all of that is to complement that and to complement this, because I do feel as if gradually they are crafting a division again. They are crafting a sort of competitive environment. Secret Service are the jobbers. Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella are the makeshift team that's basically just keeping Stephanie Vaquer busy till Clash in Paris.
Vaquer getting the win here is with an eye to being like, look, I can win the big matches.
I would say so, yeah. Like, the idea that she wins on a team that has Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Nikki Bella looks amazing,
yeah,
doesn't
it does.
And she can pin, like...
Naomi. Jesus, can you imagine?
I like this.
I wouldn't pin Naomi. I think she's awesome.
I like the cut of this guy's jib. No, she pins one of the Secret Service.
Maybe
Probably
doesn't want Stephanie to win in Paris. If Naomi's champion.
No, I don't want her to win. I think that's a sign that good booking is still possible in WWE, because I don't want her to win because of the absolute faith I've got in her winning the Rumble. Like, I am rooting so hard for the WrestleMania push that I would like her to fall short in Paris in such a way where she has to get back to it. But I've got total faith in her and them doing it. Me and Sid had a straight up shoot fight on the Raw review last week.
Ooh.
Because I can't remember how the comments landed on it. I do read them. Especially on that. There was some complete asshole who was awful to me, but in a way that where the patter was rubbish.
Oh,
just
dear.
like, I can't remember what it was. It was something like, it was along the line, stop talking about the Fed in an AW podcast. I'm sure I was just using comparison points, but it's by the by. But like, it was just really like bilious and mean spirited. It was like, he's crap, he's whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I hope he sees this. I really, really want to get in there.
What you do is start with our names at the start of the message, and we're so self-centered we'd see it. Well, like those cheap radio stations that have to share a text message with 5 others.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
start your message with the word Hamflett.
Yeah, like it's an ego game. But, and I've explained this before.
I found out where he lives, and I'm going to read out his address right now.
Dox him. I have a specific group chat that I send the funniest...
Oh, doxing Fed.
Funniest / cruelest...
I like this.
YouTube comments. And the first guy I just mentioned was too cruel.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with too cool. He didn't look flat to me. So that one got left alone. But Nean1, he made it into the WhatsApp. And this is the standard I expect. If you're going to troll... do it like Nean1. At this point, I'm reasonably convinced that Hamflett loves the Cribs because he thought the name said the Crisps.
That's good stuff.
Puts a capper on his own patter. I should say there. Nah, I love big square Minecraft Hamflett.
That's good stuff.
Right out the top drawer.
What's that, Nean1?
Nean1.
Fair play.
Thank you, Nean1. Right out the top drawer.
Like
Be like Nean1. Like they've got the...
Crisps, you say?
They've got the right...
7 p.m. on Friday night. Sounds good to me.
They've got the right... I just get there. It's a band. Where's the cheese and onion? Boo!
They're going to be bags of fun.
If I wanted plain, I'd have gone to Oasis. No, I don't even mean that. Those gigs look unbelievable.
They do look good, to be fair.
Unbelievable. Everything we thought would be true about them has happened. Like, it's become this...
There was a bit of me that wanted them to be absolutely dreadful.
Like,
that would be funny, but like the amount of people I know who are Oasis fans who've gone and had an amazing time. My brother-in-law went and had a great time.
I've gone on YouTube every couple of days to watch the same set list from different people's phones at different angles, just to watch like shots of crowds or whatever. Looks brilliant. I hope people are having a fantastic time if you're enjoying Oasis.
It's like when I went to see Soasis at the Students' Union at Warwick.
It's just like that.
Yeah. Or Oasis. That was one of them.
No Way Sis.
Yeah.
Got one in the charts, they did.
Did they?
Yeah. No good. You cannot be a tribute band in the charts. I like tribute bands like in the right context, but you cannot be going in the charts. That's taking the piss, really, isn't it?
That's not fair.
It's like our favourite Peter Kay guy. The guy that looks... You've never heard of it. There's a guy that has his entire act is that he's a Peter Kay tribute act. Peter Kay, for the people in the second country, America, that might not be aware, I'm not sure who broke America, a bit like Oasis. He's a stand-up comedian, is famous, but
huge,
was particularly huge about a decade and a half ago. A fabulous, prolific comedy writer, and then took a lot of that to the stand-up arena. Arena being the operative word. Huge venues. And this guy goes around like social clubs and does the set.
Did you like the stand-up that everyone saw at the top of Blackpool Tower? What about 10 years later?
What about if I repeat the jokes in the same order?
I can do that.
Could you imagine, like, just a couple of hacks, just farting out the same stuff every week?
Stealing other people's catchphrases.
Just same gags.
Come on.
Same stuff.
Moving swiftly along, we have the tag titles on the line tonight. The brilliant Judgment Day, who... what's the one from Keith Richards from Rolling Stones? You just can't kill him, can you? Like... Every
I didn't know where you were going, but that's a great analogy.
Podcast, and I've had a bullet point that says like the end of the Judgment Day, and we've all collectively kind of gone, yeah, I think it's kind of run its course now. We've had fun, and it was a nice sort of bounce back. But they are on their third best life.
It's amazing. It's
I don't want them to lose. They're facing. I don't think they are. They're facing the LWO. As much as I really like Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde, this feels like a mandatory defense.
Yeah.
Because I want, Judgment Day to be going into SummerSlam holding all the gold.
It is something to do. I like the visual of them all with the belts. I love Finn Balor. Happy belated birthday, Finn Balor. We're all in our 40s. All the cool ones. All the cool guys. And I love that.
44?
Looking good for it, isn't he? It's cool, though, because I'm 40 now, so I got 4 years to get those abs.
Yeah.
I got 4 years to give up cereal or convince myself it smells like dog food or whatever it was he did to get those abs and get them myself. He's so great in this role. He's so funny, and the Judgment Day, as you say, have kind of bounced back yet again. Some would argue they never bounced away. What I like about this match happening is that already, it's not good that the New Day were failed as spectacularly as they were, following on from the Viking Raiders, who have failed as spectacularly as they were, and so on and so on and so on. But it is good that in the Judgment Day, you have an act that seems to inspire creativity within WWE's bookers, within Triple H, whoever's in charge of this, to the point where they've already got a tag team title match. They're already embroiled in their next thing. And when they win, it's like, well, first team beaten. What a great set of champions we are. Start lining up some new contenders and keep that going. Don't have them just sit there being champions and then doing nothing and letting the division rot and letting the acts who are wearing the belts rot. Oh my God. An enormous development on last week's Raw that I've just thought about in relation to the tag division in the New Day specifically. Are you aware of it?
I am aware of this, and I think this was a molehill being made into a bit of a mountain somewhat. The sort of Austin Theory, Grayson Bloody Waller, he's done, he's injured, so we're not a team anymore. I sense that that's going to factor back into it in terms of, I think they're not a team anymore, but I think the on-screen interactions with the two are not done. I think Grayson's going to, what's he call himself? Big G.
Big G.
Yeah. I think he is going to kind of weasel his way into that group, and then I think Austin Theory's going to come back and maybe actually have a babyface run.
Is it going to be revealed that Austin Theory was attacked by a mystery assailant on a car?
Yes.
Who could it be? It's Grayson Waller. And we just see months and months of seeing that play out.
Yeah, I did see that, though, that they just went out there.
It was really weird.
So it's been a weird time for tag teams in WWE. I mean, I really like the developments on SmackDown, but before, like, if they did that with the Raw tag division, Judgment Day, and I like the New Day as a team, just don't like the way they've been used. If they did that, what they did on SmackDown for Raw, I'd be like, oh, do we have to ruin SummerSlam? Just like, everyone in a big match together. I don't really care about the teams.
Yeah, like, I try and stay consistent. I'm a malleable people pleaser and I skew positive with you and negative with Sige. But like on the SmackDown side of things, I think we've been consistent in. Let's not get it twisted. It's not good booking, but just the SmackDown GM bollocks them once a week, and then a new team has entered the ring, and they just keep like multiplying, and then the belts keep changing hands. It's not been good, but that
entertaining
at points, yeah. And a couple of the matches have stood out. In the TLC one in particular after WrestleMania, got people like caping for the division a little bit. Like, you could have shoved that on a big show. And here we are, and they've done it.
So I think they're just spinning their wheels to a draft. I've got to be honest. I think they went, right, well, when the draft happens, which will be in like May, then we'll sort out the Raw tag division. It's been pushed back for whatever reason. Right, well, we're really hoping to get Fraxium on Monday Night Raw, to be honest.
You're looking for a lot of ends to justify a lot of means, and none have yet. But we will see.
They're the team I'd put on Raw, by the way.
Fraxium.
Yeah.
Well, see, I'd like them to win the belts at SummerSlam.
Judgment. Oh, okay, I see. I was going to say, long term, they should win from the Judgment Day.
I just think in a TLC setting, me and you up that ladder, amigo. Like, imagine how quick he could get up a ladder. Make a ladder like a loop in Sonic. Like, it just sounds like something out of Jeff Hardy's brain. It's like, what if the ladders were circular? And he just like runs up it.
What did I see with Jeff Hardy in a ladder recently?
I don't know.
Because Slammiversary.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. God, I'm not going to watch that.
I watched a couple of matches. I've got to be honest.
I watched one.
I watched two.
I watched the women's title match.
Oh my God.
And I saw...
The greatest belt collector ever.
Yeah.
JC Jane.
And I saw highlights of a couple of others. Because the...
Mr. Trick-on-A himself?
Yeah, that got a bit of grief, didn't it? I saw...
he left for the title, so I don't think people can complain about it.
See Top Dollar bumping on his dick and balls?
That was so funny.
It was unbelievable.
So funny. I was like, Anne-Louise, you need to see this. I said to Anne-Louise, I've got a week with Eric. We're going around, going to see people in Birmingham and stuff like that. I'll sort of stay out of the loop. I'll try not to. Anne-Louise, you got to see this. This is really funny.
I think Sige said...
I just sent you a picture of JC Jane with the words, my queen.
That was the one bit of wrestling correspondence Wilbourn got in touch with me about, because JC Jane holding both titles. And I'm sure, like, Sige said, like, Top Dollar styled out or something. He was like, it's all right, I got a massive knob. It didn't hurt.
Knob broke ladder, if anything.
It made of plastic. Unlike that ladder. Yeah, that world title finish got a bit of grief, didn't it? DNA. I mean, but luckily the current reigning defending TNA champion, you're right, hands up. We did not find the time to include NXT coverage in last week's suite of offerings, but as I understand it, the TNA champion came out of last week's NXT in great health. Got a rub off a big star, I heard.
But to balance things out, we won't do any AEW coverage this week.
Balance.
Fair, innit? It's me and him, so what do you expect?
Imagine that Sage coming in on Thursday and just being like, "Well, did you Dynamite? No, we delayed the NXT one for you coming back."
Yeah, watch NXT.
Hangman Page versus Mox, the world title. Yeah, but Trick Williams had a lot to say about getting choked on by The Undertaker, so that's probably going to fill the schedules.
Yeah, we reviewed, last week's NXT review.
We're about to catch that up.
Today
we can have double Dynamite next week. Oh, no.
And when I'm away, you can do what you want. Sorry, so Finn and JD retain.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
What else we got to talk about? Oh, yes, this other multi-person match, but also a sort of wider topic that I wanted to discuss with you, with the thing I showed you as we came in here, not the silly Instagram video, the other one with Dominic Mysterio and his surprise appearance at AAA with the Austin pop, let's be honest.
Yeah.
How good is Dominic Mysterio?
I mean, he's tremendous. He's been improving for the last sort of 2 or 3 years on like a slow but consistent basis. And I think he's being rewarded in kind with what he's earned in terms of his spot and the Intercontinental title and the cheers and the responses he gets from a lot of crowds. I can't work out quite what WWE want out of this, because you don't flush a WrestleMania pop the scale he got in the way that they kind of have a bit.
It does, I'm sort of leaning more to your thing of like, no, this is the thing we wanted to do, so we're going to do it. They do adapt more than they used to.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes being the perfect example, but Cody Rhodes is kind of an exception.
Triple H is a planner and a plotter, and he likes to see through what he started, and he's not awful at it, but he's not the best at when there's a spanner in the works. And Rock's a massive spanner in this example.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because we can't see you can obviously, but we can't see the 20 twists ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
The greatest pivot in wrestling history, of course.
He really throws a wrench into things. You can see that it rattles Triple H's like methodology. I guess we'll see it in great detail tonight when Unreal starts.
Oh, is that tonight?
Is that tonight? I think it's soon, isn't it? I'm excited. Could be now. What if it's on Netflix?
Oh, if it is, that's my lunch break.
Me too.
WWE Unreal release date. You keep talking, I'll look.
Tonight, I don't know. Anyway.
When is it? July 29th. It's miles away.
That's tomorrow.
What? Where's the year gone? Where is the year gone?
You got me. That was a good one. So it's a bit, I don't know. It felt as though they were trying to dial him back a bit, as if, well, we're not really ready for people to get excited yet. However, his resistance thus far of Roxanne Perez is the exact babyface opposite to how we behaved last year when he was failing to resist Liv Morgan when 2 of them were top heels.
He came out with, I did like the fact, it's baby steps in it.
Finn's
came out, go out with him, support him, obviously.
He's working it, but Dominic it's that thing, isn't it? It's like our expectations were low, but the lowest expectation is just don't do anything stupid, Dom. He
like the bit where he got caught unzipping Liv Morgan's jacket, or his jacket on Liv Morgan.
Yeah, there's all them sort of moments.
It's been misconstrued.
He's trying hard to not even have his actions misconstrued this time around. But in the meantime, he's been scheming to get out of the match with AJ Styles and finally got copped for that last week.
I saw that. AJ Styles is one of the best runs of his WWE career, in my opinion.
It was terrific last week.
He kept popping up in different...
Yeah, he had his Jeter hanging off his shirt at one point. I think when he was mopping the floor.
Gary the Goat Garbutt came back, didn't he?
Very, very funny. It is funny.
It is. In Bing Bong. I also like the fact, I don't know, it's just such a weird thing. Dominic Mysterio, Raquel, and Roxanne make sense, and their opponents make sense in and of SummerSlam as well. But the team of AJ Styles, Asuka, and Kairi saying, what are they talking about?
This tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what was my getting into. Because I was thinking about Dominic Mysterio, and I was like, I don't think he's going to win the world title. Not now. I'm not ruling it out, ever. I don't think he's going to win WWE Championship. But I certainly think the World Heavyweight Championship. You know, when you go like, right, swagger, or I'm not saying he's on the level of swagger or anything like that, but yeah. But like things like that, people like that, you go, okay, you're there, but you're not quite there, and that's the benefit, you might argue, of having 2 world title belts. And I know there's a lot of drawbacks with that. But like, I don't think he wins the world title yet. He could win the AAA title.
And that was where he got the big response, right? So
yeah.
if it's a Triple H thing where, well, I didn't really want him as my top babyface, but I guess we could help pop the territory. We could send one of our guys to work regularly. Dominic was a surprising draw on NXT a couple of years back. Remember that?
It's not to me, but yes.
No, look, I'm not attacking your show. Dominic was a surprise draw on a show that was already a rip-roaring success.
Yes.
Better?
Yes.
You like the way that sentence has been laid out?
Vikingo to Dominic Mysterio is very funny as well, to Mr. Iguana.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad the Mr. Iguana stuff died down. I was really starting to lose it a bit there for a second. I was like, what are we all doing, man? I like a yeet as much as the next man, but it's a teddy bear on his shoulder. Can we get back to the business? I love this 6-person match. AJ Styles and the Kabuki Warriors. Maybe, because AJ has been sort of like doing all this wacky stuff. Dresses up as like the Kabuki Warriors. So he's got like there's a description to it because a lot of wrestlers like it now with that Asuka, Kairi Sane type gear. And like Kairi Sane lends in one of them umbrellas. And he's like dancing around with the umbrella or something. And he's got his own mask. But instead of it, like Asuka's got those really scary masks, it's just a mask of AJ Styles' face.
Brilliant, like Sting.
Like Sting.
Yeah.
So like it's a perfect rendering of AJ Styles' face. And then he's like, he takes it off. Still me, AJ Styles. Surprise much? And then like the finish is that he blows the mist in Dom's face.
Why is it blue?
Why is it blue? Blue mist. He blows blue mist in Dominic's face. Dominic, oh my God! He blows blue mist in Dominic's face, and Dominic's like, oh God, I can't see, and then starts necking on.
Kiss me. The only way to get rid of this is kiss me.
Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez. In the meantime,
he says something. It's me. I think he's saying, kiss me.
Is that you, Liv Morgan? Yes. And then,
kiss me.
And then they kiss each other. It's like, thank God your kiss has solved my blue mist blindness. Oh, like that, and then that's the payoff, and then we go to SummerSlam with when Liv Morgan sees this, he's going to be in trouble.
Dominic Mysterio's blue mist blindness.
Cracked it.
I was thinking, what if Asuka goes to mist Dominic Mysterio and he moves and it hits Roxanne and he feels guilty about it?
Yeah, I'd like that. And she's like being carted backstage,
or he takes the bullet. I don't know.
I like
anytime there's missed offered, I will take it.
I like her being wheeled.
I don't like a missed opportunity. Missed opportunity.
This is why you missed him last week on the podcast. I like the idea of Roxanne Perez being misted, carted backstage, Judgment Day. Oh no, Dominic, man, you should have been looking out for all this kind of thing. And then that puts them at a significant disadvantage against the allies of convenience at SummerSlam.
Yes.
Like, Alexa's got a broken nose.
Jesus, boy, has she.
Roxanne's half blind.
What if Dominic, in advance of this, another missed opportunity, Dominic goes to mist AJ Styles.
Where's he got the miss from?
I don't know. But he's got it somehow. And he does it, but AJ's got his readers on, so it doesn't affect him.
I just like...
It just has the outline.
Got the little wipers like DX had. Just wipes them away.
But this is class, this match.
We've done it.
I think the babyfaces have to win that one.
Yeah, I really like the idea of Roxanne Perez getting the mist.
Before we conclude with the final match and the talk about Roman and things like that, let me just run through the SummerSlam card. Let's see if we've missed anything. Oh, yes. That was a genuine, have we missed anything? Solo Jacob, Dom AJ, Oh, wait a second. What's going on with my favourite boy, Karrion Kross? Did he win last week?
He won, and he's done it. He's got on to...
Did he also get busted open in the finish?
He did, and then he kissed Scarlett, and then it was like... blood feast.
The best.
He's done it.
Great match. Well, he won it, so...
It must have been great for him. He was successful 1, 2, 3. So, I don't know. It wasn't any good, and that's fine, because it's not all about that, and he is over. I can't decide, right? In some respects, this is the best it's been because there is actual focus to all of this attention. He is 1-on-1 with Sami Zayn.
And there's speculation about his contract still.
Yeah, so there's a good bit of drama around that. He might beat him, but if he does, what then? For Sami Zayn, this is like a low ebb, that kind of thing. If he loses and it's contract season, the speculation will turn to, is he just gone? All of this, and it was for that loss at SummerSlam, and now he's out the door. So I think the SummerSlam match will be unpredictable. But the only thing predictable about it is that the in-ring probably won't be up to much because they've had 2 matches and neither of them have been that great. Sidgwick also expressed a concern, which I don't quite share, but I get where he's coming from, which is that if you, and a lot of people have speculated with good reason, that this is very much potentially your WrestleMania title contender for next year, do you want to be having him losing matches / programs to Karrion Kross in the summer beforehand? To that, I responded that you wouldn't want it with everybody, but these things are case by case. And Sami Zayn is the most recoverable babyface when he's getting beat.
I think I've seen Sami Zayn lose at least 100 matches. And I every time I go in with him going, come on, Sam, we can do this.
You'll get him next time.
Yeah. It's a bit the same as Mark Briscoe in AEW, for example.
Well, but you see, maybe that was why Sidge was saying it, because up until this recent MJF thing, I've started to lose a bit of faith in Mark Briscoe because of the booking. So you never know when it might
worse. Could be Josh Alexander.
Yeah, well, that's his purpose is to turn up and lose, isn't it? Or help Takeshita. I wasn't trying to
Sorry, Sami Zayn.
Yeah, thank God. Get me back onto the stars quick. I don't want to watch it, but I can't pretend I'm not fascinated by the outcome. Like, I feel like it'll tell us something, you know. Like and that's ultimately, it's the bare minimum, but it's enough to have gotten this Karrion Kross thing over the line. Increasingly, I sense that more of the WWE cynics will assume this was a planted push all along, and like it was nothing really to do with Kross, and everything's been like, and maybe it has, but I don't. It's a bit like the Seth Rollins thing. I don't mind that if you're trying to come up with different ways to work people. And let's say this Karrion Kross thing was never his doing, and he's been given some orders by WWE to say this at this time and say that at that time, and the whole thing's been like a psyop, as people say. I'm fine. Like, and if it's worked, and a bunch of people have, if you've started like pretending that people are buying in, like, what's that? Karrion Kross, and then somebody scampers over the other side of the building. Oh my God, is that Karrion Kross? Scampers over the other side of it. Karrion Kross! Like, but
Barney in The Simpsons trying to get more beer.
You've created this groundswell, and it's a real, if it is a real groundswell, and based on some of the noises in the buildings it is, and they're not bothered that the matches stink, then, I don't know. I understand why people would be cynical, because I think with WWE, it's a default position to be cynical. But a little bit of me thinks that's the makings of a smart push in 2025. You got to think of different ways to do it. Like the Seth Rollins thing, just because I was calling it a work from the beginning, I don't care that it's a work.
No.
Like, I'm not bothered if it was one big, like, work or a lie or whatever, and then when the stories were coming out, he's actually fine. It's like, I just thought he didn't particularly perform the thing with LA Knight very well. Like, but, you know, it's fine if that's the avenue they've chosen to go down, because it's just something different, isn't it? Like, I don't mind any of this. I think it's Kross. I still think at some point it's got to be a bit better when the bell rings, and I say that as a massive Jey Uso fan. My standards are not always the most exacting, but the star power versus in-ring has got to be, the water level's got to be a little bit closer together than it currently is, I think, with Kross. Speaking
of Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed tonight ahead of, what an awesome tag team. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker at SummerSlam.
I think it's dangerous to little brother Jey Uso here, because there is, you know, there's enough now to say that Roman and Jey can be presented on, we know Roman's a bit higher, like they can be presented on the same level and feel credible, you know? Like Roman now sees him as an equal, he'll yeet along with him and stuff like that. I wonder if, though, the move here is to have Braun and Roman brawl away into the crowd to illustrate that, is Braun Roman's equal? Like maybe one teases a spear, the other teases a spear, neither connects, and then they brawl off, and that's saved for SummerSlam. You keep that in the chamber.
I'd have Braun spear Roman as he runs down to help Jey on the ramp.
It's a big call. You're giving something away there. I think you're giving quite a... But then he did do it after WrestleMania to reveal the... Maybe. I mean, it looked cool as well.
High bar as well because of Charles Robinson's bump that he took from the... Was it Cena? He took two, actually. He took one from Goldberg.
One from Goldberg, one from Cena, yeah. But what I was going to lead to...
Spear, but he just...
You could still do this. What I was going to lead to is this tonight where they do what always gets over Bronson Reed, repeat tsunamis, and you send Jey Uso in at SummerSlam with the tape ribs. Like, or you do it to Roman, or you just go full tilt and you deal with Jey Uso, and then it's tsunami. Like, and it's one of the baby faces going in with the tape ribs, the big attack, the big heat, because so far they've been setting up the tsunami, and that's when like Roman makes his return or the baby face makes a save or whatever. Not now. Like the worst possible time. This is the one thing we didn't want to happen. Crushed ribs and highlights that Bron can get it done.
Or Braun Breaker spears Paul Heyman tonight.
Funny. Nah, they're saving that for September when it's Paul Heyman's birthday, like when they unleashed Wobbly Walrus.
Happy birthday, Paul. But lots to look forward to on Raw tonight. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below or on X at WhatCulture WWE. Watch there, you can follow both of us. You can follow Michael Hamflett at
Michael Hamflett.
Follow me at Adam Wilbourn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. As I said, make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcasts from, for daily wrestling podcasts. Me and him will be back later on today to review SmackDown. But for now, it's been the Raw Preview. We'll be back tomorrow to review it, of course. My thanks to Michael Hamflett. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.